Hi, and welcome to the Johnny Boomboxer Show. We got a special one for you today.
Training legs on lockdown. Training legs on lockdown. And I do get the legs done. I get the legs done, and I get them done heavy and hard and intense with minimal equipment, just using ankle weights and a couple extra weights with that are bungee corded around my my ankles. As you can see, that's what I got going on there. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds for doing hamstrings, and gonna lean into it here. Let me just see if I can get a better angle. And you can't do anything lazy. You can't just lift your leg. No, get right into it. I should go back a little bit here. Right about there. Okay. So I'm leaning on the counter here. Okay, just like I would in a leg extension or a leg hamstring curl machine. Okay, so I'm not just standing there going like this, you know. You gotta get your whole body into it. Brace your body. Everything's got to be strong. Abs, lower back, glutes are all in play. I got a good grasp on the counter here. Okay, this is heavy, and just here we go. That's pretty damn heavy. I do got to work on my hamstrings more, but the legs are 26. They are 26, and that's about 7.5 inches bigger than my arms, which is just right. Just what you want is your legs 7 to 8 inches bigger than your arms. So now after that, I'm going to do a superset here. I get up on the counter, nice high counter. Okay. I sit back. So if I'm sitting forward like this, I'm going to get a pull on the back of the hamstring and the glute. I don't want that pull. I want the leg to come up nice and contract without any pull on that hamstring. So I'm gonna, and this is why when you're in a lot of the new leg extensions machines, they are tilted back like this. Okay, I mean, you can do straight up like this, but you got to have supreme flexibility in your hamstrings, and I don't exactly have that right now. So I come back, and once again, okay, body is aligned properly, and here we go. Okay. that's full blown. And you'll notice I did a couple different angles when I'm doing that. So if my foot is turned outwards like that, I'm hitting more of the teardrop right here. And then on other reps, I'll have my foot, I'll turn my foot inwards like that, and that's going to focus more on that lower quad area there. So next thing I'm going to do, and nobody does this, and you can't do them heavy, but I will show you. And it's just all part of hitting the legs at different angles. So the more angles you can hit them at, the more they're going to grow in those areas and create a bigger overall leg. So now what I do is, and I kind of created this exercise. I'm sure other people may have tried it, maybe not, but I like it, and it is intense. Hopefully you can see there. I'm just in the door frame here, and once again, brace myself, okay? Body upright, abs tight, glutes tight. I'm just going to drive the knee up. And I'm not just lifting the knee up. I'm driving it like I'm actually driving it like I'm kneeing a soccer ball hard to get it across the field. You got to put intensity in these movements, otherwise they're not going to work. That's freaking hard, so I'm hitting all up in here. So I'm gonna create, more of a flare up in here, making my leg go outwards. Everywhere you got muscle in your legs is going to increase the leg size. Okay, so we did 3 exercises there, and I just showed you a couple sets, but between the hamstring curls, the leg extensions, and the knee ups, I did 4 total sets. Okay, and gradually getting more intense. And now I'm gonna incorporate squats with no weights. So my legs, I've already got some tears in the fibers. I've already damaged them. They're already in the works of growing, and I triggered them. I pissed them off, and now I'm just going to piss them off even more. And so I use the weight bench here as guidance to make sure that when I come down with my squat, I'm going ass right to the bench. Because mentally, if you don't have that, you may not come down far enough, and you just have to think about whether you're coming down far enough or not. And having the bench there and making sure your ass touches that bench when you come down will make sure that you're going down deep enough. And then, of course, when you come up, squeezing the glutes hard and contracting at the top. You got to have that contraction. I'm still taking the Mammoth pre-workout. I love the flippin' Mammoth pre-workout drink in the morning. Obviously, if you go back, see a couple of my other videos, I do add extra stuff to it. I'll do another video on that, because you can't add other supplements, other powders, other amino acids to your pre-workout drink to make it even more crazy. So yeah, no music today, but like I said, I wasn't planning on training, but here I am. I'm just taking my time. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Sometimes it takes me 3 hours, but you just keep nailing away, nailing away, nailing away. You gotta piss them off. Okay. Make sure that the stance is good. Toes about shoulder width apart. Make sure that that bench is right in the middle of, in between your knees, so you're not off center. And crack the back if you have to. Here we go. Okay, so I didn't go to complete failure yet because the legs are burning. I gotta charge up my phone. But I'm gonna do my next set with a pair of 35-pound dumbbells on each side, holding them. 45 years old. It's a damn good thing I trained my legs supremely hard. I mean supremely hard. Back in my early 20s. I was squatting up to 3 plates a side for reps. Doing the whole stack on leg extension machines. Deadlifts. 6 plates a side on leg presses. Hack squat machine with 2 guys holding down my feet so they didn't slide with 6 plates a side. And this is all at the Bullpen Gym, Edmonton, Alberta. If you don't believe me, you can go there and ask them. Young Johnny coming into the gym at 19 years old. Wanting to get jacked because, of course, looked up to guys like Rambo and Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the action heroes, and I did live in a bad neighborhood. I was a scrawny kid. I was 140, but I ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate before I went to the gym. Over the course of a year, I got myself up to 190, so I was a little bit of a chunky. But it was, to me, it was better than going into the gym scrawny, even if I had a little bit of a belly. And I did have a head start on my arms because my friends and I were playing pool at night for reps. And we'd play pool for 4 hours, just curling and curling and curling and curling and curling. Next morning, I couldn't even comb my hair. I was like this, I couldn't even bend my arm. And at 190 pounds at, 19 years old, I already had a shitload of stretch marks going down my arms. My arms just blew up really quick. Yeah, we're gonna go get into another one here over there at the Coleman Cooler. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is the Coleman Cooler knee ups, and I don't know if you noticed, but when I was doing my squats, instead of putting my hands out like this or whatever, I put my hands on my knees. The reason I do that is because I have a problem with my legs seizing up and cramping up at night. So a lot of times my tendon, soft muscle tissue above the knee here gets very fatigued and strained and sore. So I having my hands there when I'm doing that those reps, it consciously it kind of gives a safety net to. It'd be like, for instance, if my bicep had a little bit of a tear and I was doing bicep curls and I was getting a pain there consciously, it would give me a little bit of a protective net to put my hand there where the pain is as I was doing the set. But regardless, I do work through it and I get her done. So here we go. These are awesome. I actually never, my whole bodybuilding time, I've never gotten into these, but they are flipping awesome. I don't like doing lunges because I don't have as much control. And I don't like that strain, that awkward angle that you do when you do lunges. Whereas this is just straight up and down, but I feel it right in here. So now we've hit up here, we've hit the lower quad, we've hit the teardrop, and now we're hitting right in here. We've hit the hamstring. So just getting an overall flare and pump in the legs. This is my shitty knee. And mind you, I'm also once again on a 16-hour fast. It's the morning time. I always train on an empty stomach. I find I have more energy when my body's not digesting food. Thing with legs is you have to get past that burn. Like, I could have quit 6-7 reps ago because the last 7 reps there, they were burning. You got to keep going through that burn. You can't stop when it starts burning. That's how you get the freaking legs. Okay? You always just got to piss them off. You got to go crazy, intense. Doesn't matter what exercise you're doing, what gym you're training at, what weight you're using. You just got to get intense, get it done. You got to torture it, piss it off. Okay? Yeah. So what's going on with calves? What is going on with calves? Well, I already started calves this morning. I've already did hundreds of reps, but I could always do more. I don't have shitty calves. They're pretty damn good actually, but once again, I could easily stop at 50 reps here, but I'm going to do 100 reps, okay? I'll get her. 100 reps, okay? They're burning, they're fried. I already did a couple hundred earlier. Now I'm just standing on my tippy toes just to milk it. Milk the cow! Okay, piss it off. It already knows, my calves already know they can do 100 reps. They didn't know about this, did they? They didn't frickin' know about this. They had no clue. They're like, excuse me. The flip's going on here. Yeah, they're frickin' fried. Fried. First, you can flex the calves, same as the legs. When you're flexing the calves, you flare them out. You don't always have to squeeze upward to get your calf muscle to come out. You see that? You flare them out. Okay. So you don't always have to freaking squeeze it up. You know, if you're doing a back double bicep, just stand a little bit on your tippy toes, just a little bit, and flare them. Flare the calf muscles out. Okay, you can flex the glutes, flex the hamstrings. Okay, glutes are tight, hamstrings are tight, calves are tight. I'm shaking, so my legs are fried. But when it comes down to just regular posing, I'm not going to be shaking because I'm used to this crap, and posing is not even half as hard as doing this and then posing. So yeah, I think I'm going to do another set of weighted squats with the 35s, and that's going to conclude the workout. Walking like a frickin' okay. 35s here, dumbbells set up here, and very important. I'm already very fatigued. Very important to be explosive on these and use perfect form and keep everything tight and extremely focused that you're not going to tweak anything. And this is the last hardest set for me, so I'm going to get her done here.
Sense of danger. Rubber and Jack in a bottle of Coke. We are the people of simple pleasures.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Everything went well there. Woo! I didn't go ass to the bench because with the dumbbells, I'm not able to get a wide enough stance. And with my legs together, it's harder to bring that ass down more. So that was freaking awesome. That was good, man. This is also cardio too. It's all about getting jacked and ripped. So I am about 211 pounds in the morning and 216 pounds at night. My waist is at 33 and a half. To get shredded, I need it down to 30. So I got to lose about 3 inches off my waist, which is going to be about 15 pounds. So my goal is, instead of being 209 in the morning, I want to be 205 in the morning. And then 211 at night. And then the next goal will be to be 200 in the morning, 206 at night. And then it's going to have to get really tight, get my body weight down to a absolute shredded 195 is the goal. Got about another month here of winter. I'm going to have a head start on everybody in my city, because come March, the shirt's coming off, the sun's going to be shining, the teeth are going to be all white and shit, and I'm going to be tanning and walking around ripped and jacked, while those other beefcakes are walking around fat. Sorry, bud. You missed your mark. The boom's on this. The boom is on this. Yeah! Like and subscribe. Thumbs up. Subscribe. I got your back. You got mine. Let's do this. Yeah!